Welcome, kindred spirits, to my little homestead, where we explore the rhythms of life, the whispers of the earth, and the fire within our souls. I'm Ember, and here in the mountains, we've been spending our time inside, huddled together, and counting down the days until we can get back out into the garden. As much as I like the time to rest and recharge, there are some days when I just want to run wild, free, loud, and proud. The weather is discouraging, as I don't want to suffer from frostbite, so instead, I've been focusing on internal work. The wild woman is an archetype that doesn't like to be ignored. She's untamed, unapologetic, and deeply connected to nature and her intuition. Whether you know her as Artemis, Baba Yaga, or simply as the primal part of yourself, the wild woman is a force to honor and embrace. I highly recommend reading Women Who Run with the Wolves by Dr. Clarissa Estes if you want to dive into this topic. Her book is phenomenal. The wild woman isn't just a mythical figure. She lives in each of us. She is the voice that calls us to dance barefoot in the moonlight, to speak our truth, even if our voice shakes when we do it, to howl when the world demands that we only whisper. Honoring her can feel challenging in a world that values conformity and control over chaos and creativity. So how do we reconnect with her, especially when we've been conditioned to suppress her wild cries, to hide both our joy and our rage? Today, we will explore 3 ways to honor the wild woman within: through ritual, through community, and through self-expression. We will close with a meditation, and as usual, I will re-release this episode with just the meditation included for you when you want to repeat that exercise. Ritual is a bridge between the everyday and the magical. It is where intention meets action. Find a space where you feel safe and free. This could be a forest clearing, your backyard, or even a sacred corner of your home. Light candles, burn incense, or play music that matches your intention. Call on her. Speak her name if you know it, or simply address her as Wild Woman Within. Use your body to connect. Dance with abandon, let your hair flow freely, and move in ways that feel intuitive and untamed. The wild woman revels in movement and expression. Offer something meaningful to her. This could be a poem you have written, a flower you have picked, or simply a vow to honor her in your daily life. These acts of devotion strengthen your bond and invite her presence into your life. Something I say when doing this work is, I revel in my strength, in my passion, in my power, in my freedom. I do not accept the box society has built for me. I am wild. I am free. I will never be tamed. I have a citrine necklace that I wear anytime I need a little extra confidence, so I use this affirmation when I charge it for a little oomph. Even the fiercest lone wolf benefits from the warmth of a pack. The wild woman within us thrives when we find kindred spirits who share her untamed essence. Start by seeking out spaces where like-minded souls gather. This could be a women's circle, a pagan festival, or even an online community focused on spiritual growth. I found my people in gardening get-togethers. These groups provide a sanctuary for authentic expression, free from judgment. Share your stories with each other. When you hear someone else speak about their wild woman's journey, it awakens something in you. It is a reminder that you are not alone, that the wildness in you is mirrored in others. And here's the key. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Share your fears, your triumphs, and even, and maybe most especially, your messy, chaotic moments. The more open you are, the deeper your connections will grow, and you'll be able to more fully accept all of who you are. The wild woman is fiercely creative. She speaks through art, music, poetry, dance, and all forms of self-expression. To honor her, you must give her a voice. Pick up a pen and write without censoring yourself. Let the words pour out, raw, messy, and real. Or grab a paintbrush and let your emotions dictate the strokes. Sing even if you've been told you can't carry a tune. Dance even if you've been told you're clumsy. The point isn't perfection, it is liberation. If you are feeling stuck, try this exercise. Close your eyes and imagine your wild woman standing before you. What does she look like? How does she move? What does she want to say to you? Then translate that vision into whatever medium feels right. Self-expression is an act of rebellion against the forces that seek to tame us. Every time you create, you are telling the world, I am here, I am wild, and I will not be silenced. Now, let's take a moment to connect directly with the wild woman within. Sit comfortably with your feet rooted to the ground and your spine straight. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Breathe deeply in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for 4. And release for 4. With each exhale, imagine tension flowing out of your body and into the earth beneath you. Feel your body relax and sink deeper into the earth's embrace. Visualize roots extending from your feet into the soil. These roots connect you to the earth, steadying and grounding you. Feel the pulse of life below, the heartbeat of Gaia, steady and ancient. See yourself standing at the edge of a wild, untamed forest. The air smells of damp earth, moss, and blooming flowers. This is no ordinary forest. This is a sacred place, alive with primal energy and ancient spirits. You are drawn to it, feeling the call of the wild woman stirring within you. Step forward into the forest. With each step, feel the earth beneath your feet, the soft moss, the crunch of leaves. Hear the calls of birds and the rustle of unseen creatures. This is your place, where your soul remembers its freedom. Deep within the forest, you come to a clearing. In the center stands a roaring fire, its flames reaching toward the stars. Across the fire, you see her, the wild woman. She is fierce and unashamed, with hair like tangled vines, eyes like the moon, and skin painted with earth and ash. She is you in your truest, most primal form. Approach the fire and sit before her. Look into her eyes. She speaks no words, but invites you to connect. What do you feel in her presence? Does she evoke strength, freedom, or perhaps even fear? Allow her energy to flow into you, igniting the parts of you that long to run wild, to howl at the moon, to dance barefoot under the stars. She rises and begins to dance. Her movements are free and unrestrained, wild and beautiful as the wind. She invites you to join her. Move your body however it wants to move. There is no right or wrong, only your rhythm, your instincts. Let the fire of her freedom awaken your own. As you dance, feel the layers of societal expectations, fear, and doubt fall away. You are untamed. You are enough. You are powerful. The wild woman steps forward and places her hand over your heart. Remember this, she whispers. I am always here. You are never alone. The fire begins to fade, and the wild woman steps back into the shadows of the trees, but her presence lingers within you. Slowly, you find yourself walking out of the forest, carrying her energy with you. As you return to your physical surroundings, wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath and slowly open your eyes. Take a moment to journal about your experience. What did the wild woman look like? What did she awaken in you? How can you honor her presence in your daily life? Blow out your candle or thank the spirits of the forest for their guidance. Know that the wild woman is always within you, ready to guide you back to your power. The wild woman is a reminder that we are not just beings of flesh and bone, but creatures of spirit and fire. She calls us to live authentically, to embrace our chaos, and to honor the sacred wildness within. As you go about your day, I invite you to find one small way to connect with her. Whether it's through a whispered prayer, a bold act of creativity, or simply walking barefoot on the earth, know that she is always with you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this episode spoke to your soul, share it with a fellow wild spirit. And as always, stay wild.